The doctor looked at her test results and said everything was fine, but she hadn't left her house in 6 months because her legs had stopped working the way she needed them to. And the reason was sitting in her kitchen, right next to the stove. I want to tell you about my Aunt Margaret, 71 years old, the most independent woman I have ever known. She walked her little dog Biscuit every single morning for 15 years, rain or shine. And then one winter something changed. There was no fall, no injury, no diagnosis. It was just slow. First she stopped the morning walk. Then she started holding railings she never used before. Then she stopped driving. And every time we asked what was wrong, she said the same thing. My legs just don't feel like mine anymore. Does that sound familiar? That feeling where your legs feel heavy, unreliable, like they might not catch you? It does not just affect your body. It affects your freedom, your confidence, your whole sense of who you are. And here is what broke my heart. Margaret was not giving up. She was eating what she believed was healthy. She was doing everything right. But 3 foods she trusted every single day were quietly creating the wrong conditions inside her body. Wrong for her circulation, wrong for her nerves, wrong for her balance. She changed those 3 things. 8 weeks later, she was walking Biscuit again. Here is what those 3 foods are. And stay for number 3 because that one is going to surprise you. The 3 foods working against your legs are sugary breakfast cereals, high-sodium canned soups, and iceberg lettuce salads. And the 3 foods that fight for your legs are beets, eggs, and sweet potatoes. Now stay with me, because knowing the names means nothing without knowing why. And the why is what will actually change something for you. Food number 1, sugary breakfast cereals. Walk into any grocery store and look at the cereal aisle. Whole grain, heart healthy, fortified with vitamins. It looks like health food, it feels like health food, and most older adults start their day with it, every single morning, without question. But when was the last time you flipped that box over and read the actual sugar content? Because what is on the front and what is in your bowl are 2 very different stories. Most breakfast cereals digest extremely fast. Your blood sugar spikes, your body rushes to bring it down. One morning, fine. But every morning, for years after 65, that repeated cycle quietly stresses the tiny blood vessels and nerves in your feet and lower legs. And those nerves matter more than most people realize. Every time you take a step, your feet send constant signals to your brain. The floor is flat, there is a rise ahead, shift your weight now. That communication happens in milliseconds, and it is what keeps you balanced. When those nerve pathways are under stress, the signals slow down, they blur, and that 1/10 of a second correction your body used to make automatically takes just a little longer. That is when falls happen. Not from weakness, from a delay. Do your feet ever feel numb or tingly? Do you ever feel uncertain where your feet are on uneven ground? That is worth paying attention to. The fix is simple. Swap the cereal for real rolled oats. Top with walnuts, a spoon of chia seeds, and a handful of berries. That is it. Slow energy, real fuel. Your legs will feel the difference within a week. Not in your weight, not in your mood, but in how your legs carry you through the day. Try it for 7 mornings. Your legs will tell you the truth. Food number 2, high-sodium canned soups. Picture a cold afternoon. You are tired. You open the pantry and there is a can of soup. Warm, easy, comforting. That comfort is exactly why this one is so hard to talk about. Because most standard canned soups contain close to a full day's recommended sodium in a single can. And sodium does 2 things that directly hit your legs. It raises blood pressure, putting your blood vessels under strain, and it makes your body hold on to fluid that does not distribute evenly. It pools downward, into your calves, your ankles, your feet. And when your legs are full of retained fluid, they feel heavy, stiff, slow. Here is where it gets dangerous. When your legs feel heavy, you sit down. And while you sit, your muscles are not being used. After 65, muscles that are not regularly used begin to shrink. Scientists call it sarcopenia. It is not inevitable, but it accelerates fast when you stop moving. So the cycle goes. Heavy legs, less movement, weaker muscles, heavier legs. And you blame age. But it is sodium. The swap is genuinely better food, not a sacrifice. A simple homemade soup, lentils, white beans, spinach, garlic, a piece of chicken or fish, low sodium broth, 30 minutes. That bowl gives your muscles protein to rebuild, potassium to fight fluid retention, and magnesium for nerve function. And this matters more than people are told. After 65, protein is not optional. Your body is always breaking muscle down and rebuilding it. Whether you come out ahead depends on whether you give it enough protein to win that rebuild. Most older adults are falling short without knowing it. Make your own soup once this week. Just once. Your legs will feel it before your brain does. Food number 3, and I told you this one would surprise you, a salad. I know exactly what you are thinking. A salad? That is the problem? Iceberg lettuce itself will not hurt you, but it is costing you something every single day, something invisible, something you will not feel until it has been missing for a long time. It is called nutrient displacement. Your stomach has a limit. When a large portion of your plate is filled with food that gives very little nutritional value, the nutrients your body actually needs get quietly pushed out, meal by meal, day by day. Iceberg lettuce is 96% water, refreshing, harmless, but nearly empty nutritionally compared to darker greens. Your muscles need magnesium to contract and recover. Spinach has it. Iceberg has almost none. Your bones need vitamin K to stay dense. Kale has 10 times more than iceberg. Your nerves need B vitamins to transmit signals fast. Romaine and arugula provide them. Iceberg, again, mostly water. And here is what this actually means for your safety. Most people think falls happen because muscles give out, but falls happen in a chain. Your body detects an imbalance, sends a signal to your brain calculates a correction, your muscles fire. All of that in less than 1/10 of a second. That chain requires sharp vision, fast nerve signals, a well-nourished brain, and muscles that respond instantly. Every link depends on nutrients. When those nutrients are consistently missing, replaced by a bowl of water and crunch, one link in that chain gets slightly slower. And that slight slowness is the difference between catching yourself and not. The better salad is not complicated. Spinach or kale as your base, one hard-boiled egg or some grilled chicken, a handful of chickpeas, olive oil and lemon, pumpkin seeds on top. That is not a diet. That is a meal your legs will actually feel. After 65, the goal is not to eat less. The goal is to eat better. A small plate of weak nutrition will not protect your strength. Now, 3 foods that actively fight for your legs. Beets. They contain natural nitrates your body converts into nitric oxide, which helps blood vessels relax and widen. Better circulation means more oxygen reaching your leg muscles, more nutrients delivered, more waste cleared out. Roast them, slice them into salads, or blend a small amount into a smoothie with berries and ginger. If you take blood pressure medication or have kidney issues, check with your doctor first. Eggs. 2 eggs give you 12 grams of complete protein with every amino acid your muscles need to rebuild. They also support brain speed and eye sharpness, both critical for the fast balance corrections that keep you on your feet. A breakfast of 2 eggs with spinach sends a completely different signal to your body than a bowl of sweetened cereal. Your legs will feel the difference by mid-morning. Sweet potatoes. They give you slow, steady energy your muscles can actually use all day. No spike, no crash. They also provide potassium to fight fluid retention and beta-carotene for circulation. Bake one, drizzle with olive oil, add a spoon of plain yogurt on the side. Simple. Powerful. When was the last time you walked somewhere without thinking about it? Not planning each step, not checking your footing. Just walked, the way you used to. Your body carrying you forward without asking permission. That is what this is about. Not a diet, not a number on a scale. Just the walk to your mailbox in the morning. The steps up to your own front door. The moment someone holds out their hand and you take it without hesitation. So here is the only plan you need. Not perfect, real. This week, swap 1 breakfast. Oatmeal instead of cereal. 7 mornings. Next week, make 1 pot of homemade soup. The week after, upgrade 1 salad. Dark greens, 1 egg, done. 3 weeks, 3 changes, 1 at a time. Margaret did it at 71, after 6 months of barely leaving her house. 8 weeks later, she was outside every morning, biscuit ahead of her, sunlight on her face, her legs doing what they were always capable of doing. The food you choose today is quietly building, or quietly breaking, the legs you will stand on tomorrow. You have more power over this than anyone has told you.